There is a very important topic that we need to cover, and that is rapport. Rapport, we mentioned yesterday about the importance of rapport. Rapport is what? Power. What is rapport?
Power.
Power. But rapport is the ability to connect. Rapport is really a feeling of communality. The ability to connect with people at all levels. For people who are in sales, for people, not only for professional people, for everyone. Would you say that the ability to connect with anyone at any level is so important in your life that it will only impact your life, your business life positively, but every area of your life? Would you agree? Yes or yes?
Yes.
Absolutely. So let's talk about rapport. What is rapport? Rapport is a feeling of communality. It's power, but at the same time, it's important to understand that rapport is a feeling of communality. Now, if I ask you, let's say that you are in a restaurant and you meet basically you see someone that is maybe attracted to you, How do you create rapport with that person? Or not only attractive, let's talk about maybe you want to do business, right? I mean, you are in the business of network marketing or even for real estate, right? I mean, how would you do that? How would you create rapport with that person? What do you do? Huh?
Have goals.
Okay, common goals. So what would you do?
Ask questions.
You ask questions, that's right, David. The first thing you do is you ask questions. What kind of questions?
About them. About them.
Like what? What's your name?
What do you do for a living?
What do you do for a living?
What do you enjoy doing?
Right, what do you enjoy doing? What else? Where are you from? That's right. Do you come here often? I mean, if you're in a restaurant or a bar, you come here often. Some people say that. For the singles, right? But we're talking about both, either singles or professional. Okay, so what else? What else do you ask?
What are your goals?
Your goals, okay. And what are you trying to do with this question, by the way? Connect with it. But what else are you trying to find? To find out, right. So in other words, you're trying to find something in common. Yes or yes?
Yes.
You're trying to find something in common with the questions. But have you been in a situation when somebody, or you're talking to someone, and suddenly the rapport that you thought was there is broken? Especially like if you're single and you go to a place and you're trying to meet somebody that is attracted to you, right? And suddenly the person said, oh, excuse me, I gotta go to the bathroom. And you don't see them anymore, right? Has that happened to some of you? Yeah, it happens to everybody. Yeah, and then you say, oh, what was it? Was it my breath or what? So, but the point is this, so it has happened to you, and what happened there? The rapport was broken, right? Something happened there. So, one way of doing it, of course, is yes, by questions. But there are other ways of doing it. Other ways of doing it. And the best way, by the way, we're going to talk about different ways of how to create rapport. But everybody's clear on what rapport is, and everybody's clear on how important it is, right? We mentioned yesterday that anything that you want to do in life, whether it's achieve financial independence, whether it's improving your health, or your relationships, or your happiness, there is someone out there that has already done it, right? We said that. And we said that for you to be able to learn the strategy, you have to first create rapport. Yes or yes?
Yes.
Absolutely. Including, for you to sell a dream. You're going to see you are in the business of network marketing, right? It's important that people see something in common, that rapport is there. And a lot of times, just the questions don't just, questions by themselves, sometimes they don't work. There is something else that is very important to take in consideration. And that is using your 5 senses. Finding out what kind of person that is. If you're on the phone, for people who are on the phone, you're not seeing the person. So the way people speak, you have heard about visual, auditory, and kinesthetic, right? And we're going to go over that briefly. But it's important to understand that you can create rapport without seeing the person, just on the phone. And the way you do it is by finding out what kind of person is the other person on the other side. What kind of person? Is that person visual, kinesthetic, or auditory? And how do you do that? Just by, huh? And the way you do that is by listening to them. If somebody, you ask, let's say you're calling. First time you're just calling someone. And you want to create rapport with a person. I mean, and let's say that you start speaking fast. See, you have to be aware of what this person is doing and listen to them. So if this person is speaking too fast, you immediately say, oh. Now, people who are visual, they speak fast. What kind of words do they use? Let me see it. I like to visualize it. Right? People who are auditory, what kind of words do they use? I hear you. I hear you. Oh, I like to hear first before I make a decision. I like to talk about it. They like to hear. So I mean, there are certain words that this person uses that will tell you what kind of person is this. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Now, what about if somebody says, well, and by the way, there is a way that the people who are visual, they speak fast. I have a tendency to speak fast. I'm very visual. Would you say so? But I'm also kinesthetic, and I'm also auditory. See, it depends. And the key, my friends, the key is to become a totally integrated person. Because if you want to reach an audience, you have to become a totally integrated person. And we can see that in so many examples with the big leaders, right? John F. Kennedy. John F. Kennedy was a totally integrated person. Would you agree?